Hey, it's your girl, Shell, unleashing my greatness. Today is June the 4th, 2026. It is Thursday. It is about 4:30 in the afternoon. I know I'm starting this vlog really late, but I'm here. I'm showing up. Forgive me. I have not touched that stuff. I have not. I have not. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I have not touched that. I have not had any energy at all to do anything. I still have not unpacked. I still am just like figuring out what the freak I'm doing. I hope you guys have had an amazing week thus far. I hope you are reaching the goals that you want to reach for yourself, that you're showing up for yourself, and that you are giving yourself grace. Grace. And if you're not feeling 100% you, that you are giving yourself the grace to allow yourself the time to figure out why you're feeling the way you're feeling and to feel better. I am definitely in that same place. Like, all while I was gone, my mood was like, ugh. And when I got home yesterday, my mood was definitely like, And today it's still like, but I'm making the best of it. And that's what we have to do. We have to make the best of everything in our life. Every day that we have to make the best of it. So, with that being said, yeah, just make sure you are taking care of you. And that you're showing up for people that show up for you, that you're not that friend that's always there for everybody and there's nobody there for you, that you're not pouring everything into everybody else and not pouring back into yourself, because you are just as important as anybody in your circle. You are just as important. So make sure you remember that and make sure that you're just taking care of yourself, because we're living in a time where everybody is about themselves, and you don't want to be that selfish person, but you also don't want to be pouring from an empty cup. So take care of yourself, take care of yourself, take care of yourself. So today I went to the gym. I had a decent workout, nothing too major. I really wasn't feeling it. I did not take my pre-workout because I didn't have any bottled water. And I don't know why, but I like to put my pre-workout in bottled water. And I wouldn't take it in just like a cup or whatever, but I just didn't do that this morning. I wasn't in the mood for all that. I wanted it in a bottle, like in a bottle of water, so I could just go with it. But I didn't have it. So when I went to get gas, I got a Red Bull and I had to go to the bank. So I went to the bank and I drank the Red Bull. I went to the gym, and of course it hadn't kicked in. It kind of didn't do anything for me really. So yeah, I had the little workout and I couldn't lock in. I got on the bike and I did my 30 minutes there. Then I tried to get on the treadmill, but I just could not lock in on it. So I just stopped and got off of it and left. Yeah, I just got off of it and left. I hate when I feel like that, where I can't like lock in. And it seemed like my music was not getting it today. Like my music, my playlist, it usually hits, but it was not hitting today. And I don't really like to listen to podcasts or watch vlogs when I'm working out, because I just can't concentrate or whatever. So I did all of that, left and came back home. I did a grocery order. I got some steak, some chicken, some Ruffles chips, because I love chips. Two, I'm a sandwich person. So if I have a sandwich, I want some chips. So I got that. Of course, I got Jolly Ranchers just because, you know, when I have a sweet tooth or whatever. So I got that. I got some steak sauce. I got some oranges, like tangerine oranges, and some bottled water. That's all that I got. So yeah, just trying to figure out things. So today, for the rest of the day, I want to start some laundry. I ordered some takeout Chinese. I got some broccoli with beef fried rice and 2 shrimp egg rolls. That's what I got. I know it's not the best, but it is what it is. I didn't, because I came back on Wednesday, of course I didn't meal prep, and that's why I need to meal prep. As much as I hate eating the same thing over and over, it helps me with situations like this because I'm hungry. I want something. So the first thing I did was order something. When if I had meal prep, I would have went and, you know, just got one of them, stuck it in the microwave or whatever. But I don't have it. So, yeah. So, yeah. I'll show y'all something a little later. My head is itching. Y'all drop down in the comments and tell me what the freak can I do besides taking these braids out to stop this itching in my head. It itches so bad, like right in here and right here. And right here. It itches so freaking bad. I put grease on it trying to like calm it down, but it still ain't doing nothing. Oh, it just itches so bad right here, right here, right in here. Oh, and right there. And all of this is getting on my nerves. All this patting and stuff, that's getting on my nerves. Yeah, so, yeah, I got to get something done today. Got to be productive today. And, yeah, so that's what's going on. I will come back a little bit later. If not, I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully, something gonna shake. 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 We gonna get something done. What? We gonna get it done. Yeah. So, I'll see you. I love you guys. Hey guys, it's me, Shell, and this is my greatness. Today is, I don't know, I think it's June something. Anyway, here's the bestie. Look at the bestie. She called me to get out, and this is where we're going. We're gonna check it out, see what's going on. What you think about it, bestie? Have you been here before?
This is good eats. This good eats. I love it here. I'm gonna turn you on, bestie, so we can enjoy our day on Good Freaking Friday.
All right. So y'all, this is where we're going, and I'll show you more when we get in. This is the door. So, I'm gonna show you a little bit of the place right quick. Here's the menu, guys. So this is the bestest drink. I got some water with lemon as well as her. And that's the bestie. Food. I got fries and buffalo wings. Tell them what you got, bestie.
Crab dip and jerk wings with sweet Thai chili.
That's her food. Here's mine. Okay, guys, so I am back home. The food at that restaurant was really good. For those of you that don't know, I had my gallbladder out, so eating hot or spicy food really does not work with my stomach, but I do it anyway. So, of course, it didn't sit well with my stomach, and I had to keep trying to go to the bathroom. Like, it was crazy. But I made it back home. Had some issues with work that I had to take care of. So it's like, oh my God, what the freak is wrong with people? But anyway, I am now home. I have some clothes to fold and a load in the washing machine that I need to put in the dryer. So I'm going to do that. I have leftovers from yesterday, plus I got the wings that I had at the restaurant. So I didn't even take my vitamins or nothing this morning. So I'm going to do that, and I'm just going to chill out for a little bit. I have a lot on my mind. I really am just trying to figure my life out. I am really trying to figure out my life. And to be able to spend time with my bestie was good. We don't always spend time together like on the regular, but when we do spend time together, it's like no time has passed. Like we haven't seen each other in I know about 2 months, but we've talked on the phone or whatever. So it's like, we don't see each other every day or nothing like that. We don't even talk every day. But when we do talk, we on the phone for hours. When we do link up, we having great conversation. We, complimenting each other. We're just cool like that. So big shout up. Big shout out to my bestie, Mariah. I love you, girl. If you ever see this, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. But anyway, that's what I'm getting ready to do. If I do anything else, I'll definitely come back and let you guys know. Hey guys, it is June the 9th, 2026. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you are reaching the goals that you want to reach for yourself. I am looking a hot mess. A hot mess. The last 24 hours have been a mess for me. But anyway, it's been a minute since I talked to you guys. So I think the last time I talked to you guys, I was telling you I had went out with the bestie, and I was telling you about the food and stuff and telling you what I was going to do with the rest of my day. But now I'm finna tell y'all something that's been going on. I have been talking to this gentleman from Atlanta that I have been involved with off and on for like 10 years. We can never seem to be on the same page. We can never seem to get along for a long period of time. So he decides to just come and see me. We had discussed him coming a little bit later on to finalize some plans that we were making. One of the issues between us is the person is older than me, and I'm at an age where I feel like I'm too old to be saying, oh, this is my boyfriend, this is my friend. I'm too old for that. Now, anybody else, you do what you do. But to me, I'm too old for that. I'm too old to be entertaining with my body, with, my time, any of that. If there's not an end purpose. So we discussed that, and, he felt the same way. Here lately, for the last couple of months, I have been feeling so alone, feeling like I'm in this world by myself. Even though I have a brother, I have an aunt, I have people in my life, but at the end of the day, I am by myself. When I come to this house, I am by myself. So I was a little sick of that. So I decided, okay, this gentleman is giving me an opportunity to have somebody in my life to do something that I've wanted to do, which is be married again. And I was just like, okay, let's do this. So we had discussed it, but we discussed the gentleman coming later on, like this week. opposed to when they came, which they came on Sunday. Was not expecting it. At home chilling, was not expecting it. So immediately I should have been clued in that this was not going to work. I was in my room chilling, and I get a phone call. And so I'm like, hello. And they was like, I know you hear me knocking on this door. I was like, no. I was like, what door? And then they were like, your door. I'm outside. I was like, outside? I know you lying. And they was like, nah, I'm outside. So, immediately I go and undo the alarm to go to the door. Bam, the person is there. Oh, I know you heard me knocking on this door. No, I didn't. I'm in the back part of the house. I'm not up there where I could hear if you knocking on the door. You should have rung the doggone bell. But, I digress, and I'm like, well, no, I apologize. I didn't hear it. So they come in. Everything is cordial. Now, me and this person, we could get along for about 2 days. About 2-3 days, that's about it. But anyway, because we're trying to make these, solidify these plans that we've made, I decide, okay, I'ma just chill. So we get something to eat. We talk. They're not really talking like they were when they were on the phone trying to get here. But they talking okay. So, I'm not tripping. So we shower, we lay down. Immediately, this person trying to jump my bones. And I'm like, whoa, I just been talking to you. I haven't been, no. I don't know what you've been doing. And no. So I'm like, no, I'm not in the mood for that. I'm tired. I got to go to work in the morning. Just the normal. So they like, oh, I can't believe I came up here and that's how you gonna act, and we trying to make these plans. The plans that we're trying to make has nothing to do with being intimate with you before the plans are actually solidified. So we go on with that. So the next day, I get up, I go to work. They call me, asking me, what I want for dinner, and I wasn't really sure. So I was like, I don't know, whatever. So I didn't trip. So I came home from work, and the person went and they got food and they brought it back. Kudos. Thank you, because I didn't want to cook nothing. Because y'all know I don't really cook like that. So, everything's okay. They came Sunday, like Sunday late evening. So the next day would have been the first full day that we've actually, been around each other or whatever. So then that night, which was last night, shower, get in the bed, same thing. I'm like, what is up? Like, you do not, like, I'm not even, to be honest, I'm not even really attracted to that person like that. Now, before, when I first met the person like 10 years ago, yeah. But so much has happened between me and this person, like, I really don't even see them like that, but I was willing to just take it for what it was. And they not the finest person, I'm not the finest person, but like, I really have to be, attracted. Like, they're not an ugly person. They really are not. It's just the way they come off that makes me just be like, just so turned off. And so they would like make a little sly remark saying stuff like, they know they should be able to touch me when they want to. And I'm like, look, I ain't no property. I'm a person. If I don't want you to touch me, you ain't supposed to touch me. So then, they get an attitude. They start cursing. And mind you now, this a deacon. Yeah. This a deacon. Let me throw that in there. This is a deacon. And so I'm like, none of us are perfect, but with the role that you decided you want to step in as a deacon, you shouldn't even be doing none of this. None of it. And, that took them left. Okay, so I got a queen size bed. So the person is used to sleeping in like a king size bed. I don't have a king size bed. I have a queen size bed. They knew that before they came to my house. So my thing is, if you already knew that, don't come in here talking about my bed is this, my bed is that. My bed sleeps fine for me. If you uncomfortable, you can go sleep on the couch. You can go sleep on the couch. So they was just irritated already. And I was irritated because the person smokes, which I knew before they came, but they kept telling me they was trying to stop. So I figure, okay, if they trying to stop, it's not going to be a lot of them smoking. But they are chain smokers, so they just smoke. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sick of just this smell of cigarette. Like when I go out and come back in my house, all you smell is cigarettes. I hate that. And they snore. They have a CPAP machine that they don't use. They just feel like you're supposed to just deal with it. No, I'm not. So we were going backwards and forth about that. And then I was like, you know what? I am so glad that you decided to come to my house to let me know that if I was to have said I do to you, I would have been making the biggest mistake of my life. So I told them last night, I was like, I'm asking you to just leave my house. Like, just go. We don't have to talk. We don't have to deal with nothing else. Like, we don't have to deal with each other no more. And the person was like, oh, I don't do nothing for you, and I ain't gonna do nothing for you. That's all you had to say for me. That's it. That's all you had to say. So it was late. It was like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. So today, the person gets up, they pack their stuff, and they go right on out the door. And guess what? I undid that alarm and let them walk right out the freaking door. I do not want to be bothered with anybody that cannot respect me. Now, mind you, it's my fault that I even let the person come to my house, number one. Number two, it's my fault that I allowed the person to come into my house and start doing things that I know I don't like. I know it's going to irritate me. Like the blatant disrespect, when they came to the door. Just assuming somebody's sitting at the door listening for the door. Ring the bell. You want me to hear it, ring the bell. Letting them come in here, smoke, all that, when I've clearly said I don't want no smoke in my house. But that's my fault. And it's my fault that I continue to feel like, one, I need somebody in my life. Two, I need somebody in the house with me. Before I put up with another person that is not doing anything for me and does not want to do anything for me, I get another dog. I really will before I do that. I am just at a point where I am so sick of giving, and not receiving anything. I'm not even receiving the bare minimum, but I keep allowing someone to do the bare minimum. So I can't even blame him. I have to blame myself because I'm the one that allowed it. But, So after the person left, they took some stuff that was mine. But I let them just go ahead on because they figure like once I cool down or the situation cool down, they'll have a conversation piece. Or I'll use it as a conversation piece. But I'm not. Because at this point, that's it. That's it. This whole visit showed me that the person is not for me. Like, I don't even want the person. like that. Like, I only wanted the companionship, like somebody to just be here, somebody to make me feel important, or feel like somebody cared about me or whatever. That's all I really wanted. Like, I'm not in love with the person. I'm not, you know, really wanting to spend the rest of my life with the person, but I felt like, that was my best chance at having a partner. So I was going to roll with it. But I am so thankful and so grateful that I did not make the biggest mistake of my life. I am so grateful, and I am so, so, so very thankful. I am so very thankful. And before anybody get down in the comments, I know I'm not a Holly Berry. I know I'm a big body Benz, but just because I'm all of that does not mean I should not have no standards. That does not mean I should just settle because I think that's the best that it's going to get. If that's the best that it gets, I stay by myself. I stay by myself. And it really made me realize that I'm not saying for nobody else, but I'm saying for myself. When I leave somebody in the past, that's where I need to leave them. I don't need to go back and pick up something from my past and try to work things out. I don't need to do that. I need to just leave it in the past and just let them go about their business, live their life. And I'm not wishing nothing bad on this person. I wish the best for them, but the best ain't me. It ain't me. It ain't me. It ain't me. It ain't me. And I have my ways. And it's probably me just wanting what I want and so sick of compromising that made this situation go left faster than it probably would have. But I'm used to having my peace. Even though there's nobody here when I come through those doors, it's peace. Even though I may cry because I'm lonely, because there's nobody here, I have peace. So, yeah. So, that's what happened today. So, now it's more or less like, I'm really processing everything. And I'm just like, okay, you made a decision. You made a choice. So, you need to stand on it. The reason that this person feels like they can do the things they do is because you allow it. You allow them to keep coming in and out of your life when you need to just lead them where they were. And that's what it is. So I am going to get myself together. And no, I am not sad. None of that. I am so happy. I am so, so, so very grateful. I'm so grateful. I am so grateful I did not make the biggest mistake of my life. I really am. I hate that I do stuff so impulsively and I just run with stuff before I really, think the whole thing through. I hate that about my own self. And I really need to work on not doing that, not being so impulsive. But I'm going to get it together. And I will see you guys a little bit later. Yeah, when I've done something. But I'll get back with you. I'll see you later.